This has to be the biggest package I've ever received in my life. Well, pause. Okay, I got this open, and apparently, oh shit. Apparently I did have a box cutter. But here it is. I accidentally just cut my bed sheets with that. So originally this was supposed to be a video of me unboxing a bunch of stuff I bought online, and I actually wasn't planning on buying the whole set of figures. So that's why that box was so big, and that's why there's a bunch of stuff I'm cutting out, since that's no longer the premise of the video. So yeah, for the first couple of clips, I'm talking about a bunch of other stuff, but that has nothing to do with what this video is about. Alright, so to begin the openings of these stuff, let's begin with this. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to aim the camera up a little bit more. And we're back on the iChan table because I don't have anywhere else to film all this stuff. The thing with pre-owned items from Japan is that when they say it's in like a B tier condition, it's basically never touched. No one's ever touched it in their life. And like here in the West, if it's B tier, it probably has some scratches, some like cum stains, I don't know. What is this? That's just a caution thing. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's move the box. Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay, luckily Riko's fine. My third favorite Love Live girl. If you want to know my top favorite Love Live girls, it is just all of Guilty Kiss. Okay, there we go. The plastic's off. And the thing about this figurine is that, okay, so first the skirt comes off, but it's like, even if you're not trying to do anything with it, it's kind of loose. I can't talk, as I have noticed. But yeah, the skirt's like, the skirt's loose, which is fine if you're just displaying it, but it feels a bit weird when you're trying to hold it. Okay, and for comparison, here's the Quintessential Quintuplets Nino figure, which is a prize figure, so you can kind of see the side by side. Oh, it's actually almost exactly the same size. The Riko one's a bit bigger, and the base is right here. Don't mind all the dust. I haven't cleaned that in like years. But what I want to try is that apparently her torso comes off. I don't want to do it in front of the camera because my arms are extended and I'm gonna break something. So let me do it behind the camera. Oh shit, okay, that was pretty easy. So we kind of like Attack on Titan'd Riko, and so her skirt comes off for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't think like any of the other ones do that, but you can display her literally just in her underwear, which is, I guess some people are into that. Okay, so this is gonna be like a quick review. I'm going to do a separate video probably reviewing these fully, but yeah, we can just put her here and then I'll put her in the background. Okay, so there she is. I can't be bothered to put the skirt back on, but I'll do that in a minute. There we go, she's in the base. Okay, the next one, we have Chika from the same series. I don't really understand what the Blu-ray jacket version with fans is with fans like the producer or whatever. I'm not actually sure. I just know that they're called something about Blu-ray, and that's all I know because it says it right here, the Blu-ray jacket version. I almost just annihilated Riko with the box. This one has a separate plastic wrap on it. I took the bubble wrap off earlier, but there's more plastic because that's always good for the environment. Okay, here we go. Again, I don't know if that's reflective. I have to look in editing, but there's the box open. I'm gonna open this behind the camera again so I don't accidentally destroy anything. Okay, wait. This one comes like with a little pamphlet. The other one, the Riko one, didn't really come with a pamphlet. Okay, I guess it has instructions in English too. We're eating good today. Oh my god, we had to do separate. Well, I'll do this in the separate video. Can't be bothered to do it today or in this video. But here's the box, and let's take it out. Man, it looks really good too. Okay, I took out more plastic. My bedroom's gonna be a landfill by the end of this. Just take that out carefully. I think these figures are some of the best looking Love Live Sunshine figures I've ever seen. Okay, it looks like it's the earphone cord that it was talking about is already attached. Okay, so this part is solid. This part, whoa. Okay, so this part is very flimsy. Like, it feels like it could break at any moment. You hear that? Yeah, that sounds like it could break. So I don't want to. I gotta be careful with this. Okay, there's a 360. Let's put this in the base behind the camera again. Oh, okay, I just realized this while I was trying to put it on the base, which is really hard, especially when you're trying not to break the earphone cord, is that her skirt comes off too. I want to see if her torso comes off, because her oh my god, there's a lot of like very small pieces. But yeah, her torso also comes off, and you can also display her without her skirt. I'm going to guess the reason why the skirt comes off is so you can like put it on the base a lot easier, which is, you know, a very there might be other reasons, but that might be that's the most useful reason I could think of. Okay, so I think I might have done it. I think if I touch it, it'll literally fall. Oh no. Okay, it was really hard to get in though, but yeah, so I think the skirt comes off so you can just assemble it after you put it on the base, because it's really hard to put it on the base. Little did I know, the reason I was having trouble putting her on the base was because somewhere in the figure where you put it in the base was actually broken. So it was incredibly difficult to put her in the base, and when you actually did get her standing, the entire figure would sag down a lot lower than what it's supposed to look like. And I did not figure that out for a very long time. Okay, you know what? I think so this thing like doesn't actually go in fully. It uses like gravity, and it feels really, oh shit. Okay, I thought I broke it, but this earphone cord just goes into a little hole. But it uses like gravity to keep it. Oh shit. Yeah, this is very hard to keep in the like stand. Like, even if I try to do it now, okay, I'm still having trouble with it, and it feels like it should be like this, but if I hold it like this, it'll like fall over like that way. I'll get this figured out soon. Okay, so the next one we have is the Kanan one, which is the one without the box. So there it is in the bubble wrap. You can take her out like this. There's a lot of wrapping. Okay, so here she is. Her head comes off, but her torso doesn't come off like the other two. Here's the stand that she comes with. It's like a little platform. I think this is like in front of her house on Awashima, or what? Is that her house? I'm not sure, but this is like it, and then the blue part's like the water. And assembly should be pretty simple. There's just 2 pegs here and then 2 pegs on her ass. Okay, a lot more simple than Chika, but there we go. That was a very quick one. We'll keep her over here. She's on screen, there we go. Next one, okay, so I can't really show the box too much because it's really reflective, but there's Yoshiko there. But what I want to say before, or look at before the figure, is this CD, which is even more reflective, but there it is. I think all of the figures were supposed to come with a thing, but they were all secondhand, and this was the only one that came with it. I'm not sure what would be in the Blu-ray. Okay, so when I opened the box, we have another one of these instruction pamphlets, which is worrying because Chika had one and it was really hard to assemble. Okay, so the little plastic thing includes 2 like accessories in the base and obviously the figure. Here's the figure. It looks great, but what I am worried about is these little like things that it comes with. Let me just put them to the camera. Okay, so here's like, these are tiny. They're probably really easy to lose, and they go on her backpack. Which, is she wearing a backpack? Yeah, so she's wearing a backpack and they go right there. Is that already part of it? Okay, probably because it's behind the hair and you can't get it. Okay, so this little wing goes in her backpack, which I'll do behind the camera because I'm gonna knock down my phone if I do it in front of the camera. Easy assembly, doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out. And then the other one goes in her hair bun. Again, easy assembly. That one, if you like brush it too hard, it'll definitely fall out, but it's still stable where you can like shake it around and it's not gonna do anything. Okay, so her skirt doesn't seem flimsy. She's not in the uniform. as the Chica and Rico ones were, but her torso does come off. Let me just wiggle that off. Come on. Come on. We're almost there. Any day now. Come on. There we go. And does her skirt come off? It feels like it's supposed to, but it feels like it's gonna be way harder to put this back on. Okay, it wasn't actually that hard. But what I noticed while I was taking it out of the box is that her underwear is very fancy compared to those two's, because they were just plain white, but I guess the back's plain white too. But I guess it like matches her outfit. The design is a lot more fancy. Anyways, let's put that back on, and then here's the base, which is just a wooden floor. Okay, so again, pretty easily assembly. Just Chica was a nightmare to assemble, and I'll have to do that eventually soon. So moving on to the next couple that I got. I actually got these ones in Japan and I brought them back home. However, I apparently didn't have any footage of me unboxing them. This was about a year ago from today, so it's a little hard to remember if I intended to record an unboxing. And the only footage that I have of them before I actually opened them was in my unreleased video of me going through all the stuff that I bought in Japan. So I do apologize for that, and I really don't know what I was thinking to not record an unboxing for them. Okay, so 2 more arrived. I'm probably going to be doing a little compilation video of all the times of me like unboxing these. So this is probably what you're watching. And I can't remember when I bought the previous ones. Okay, actually, no, I remember. So there's 2 of them that I know I didn't unbox because I bought them in Japan and I didn't like record me opening them or anything. But the other ones I think were like November of 2024, and right now it's September of 2025. So yeah, I got 2 more, Daya and Mari. So let's unbox them. Okay, since I don't have much room, I can't actually show the box on here with my tripod also on here. But I'm gonna show the box while holding the camera. Front of the box basically looks like the other ones. Yeah, I mean, well, they're all kind of the same. I think this is a picture of the figure, and this is the art that it's based off of, and nothing on the bottom, and just a little window on the top. And again, I think I got every single one of these pre-owned, so just be aware of that. But yeah, here is the figure. She is in, I think this is the My Tonight outfit. I actually bought this with a pack with like 2 other Daya figures, and okay, never mind. I was about to say this is the same outfit, but it is not the same outfit at all. So that was kind of useless. But if we want to actually compare them, the faces are quite different. Daya here, I mean, I think this was when she was a first year, so maybe, but I don't think she ever looked like this to begin with. But as we can see, this Daya face, and I gotta make sure not to knock over my camera because that's literally what I just did. This Daya face is way more accurate and way more high quality, obviously. I'm not sure of like the price of these when they came out, but all the resale is around like 10 to 20k yen, which is maybe around like $100 to $200. So I actually got this with a pack of 3 other figures, as I mentioned before, for like 7,000 yen, so like $50, so I got a great deal. But yeah, she's in the My Tonight outfit. Very, very simple compared to all the other ones, I think. She doesn't have any like anything else besides the figure itself and the stand. But yeah, that is the Daya figure, and here is the stand, if you're wondering. It's just a basic brown wooden floor, I guess, and there's nothing on the back. And then here's what she looks like on the stand. Very nice and very accurate to the you know, the art. Okay, next we have the Mari figure, and here's the box. Very nice like floral pattern. Again, basically the same thing. There's the art of her, and then I'm gonna guess that there is a picture of her right there. But let's get this open. Okay, so when we get it out of the plastic, we actually have a couple things. So this is the main Mari figure herself. Let's just lay her right there. The little like drink that she, oh shit, the little drink that she holds, which is actually pretty detailed, and it looks like very realistic liquidy, if you know what I mean. And then the chair that she sits on, so there's a little imprint for her ass, I guess. But I bought, okay, I just started lagging there, sorry. That was a terrible stutter. But what I was going to say is that I won this on an auction for I think 13,000 yen, and I assume it was pre-owned, but seeming by this like wrapping of the chair, it seems like, oh no, okay, so it's already open, but it was wrapped in a little plastic bag, so it seems kind of new. But I think, can you even hear me? But I think it is new, or it is pre-owned. But the chair has an imprint for it to sit on, obviously, so she doesn't like slide around. And this part of the chair kind of looks like you can move it, and it's like this back part, it looks like you can move it, but I don't really want to like it's moving, you see it? But I don't want to accidentally break it if it's not supposed to be doing that. So I'm not gonna touch it. But yeah, that's the little beach chair, I guess you would call it. And then the last thing is the base, which has no pegs in it. It's just a flat wooden plank floor. Okay, and then obviously to the main Mari figure herself, let's take a look. So what I did notice is that the little like bikini frilly thing is, you can move it, but I'm not too sure if you can take it off. You can just move it like that. I don't know if you can like detach a certain part of her body, but it does just move, seeming as like most of the figures are cast off. Actually, wait, let me check the die figure. So I'm not sure if it is cast off for the die figure, but you can see there that there is a seam, but I tried to pull on it kind of hard. Not hard enough to where I'd like accidentally break something, but hard enough to where like if it was cast off, it would be you know, detached. And I'm pretty sure it's not cast off. And everything's like, oh my god, everything is like very solid, unlike my camera. But yeah, I don't think this one is cast off. Going back to the Mari figure, I'm usually not a big fan of swimsuit figures, and this is my only one because I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of them. And the only reason I have this one is because it's part of the set. But yeah, her hair is very yellow, if you can see. It's kind of like a solid color. It's not as shaded as the other characters' hairs. Yeah, it's very one color. So it does look a little strange. I do think so. I'm not too sure if this thing is supposed to be like this or it's just pre-owned and it's like loose. I mean, it doesn't look like anything's broken though. And if you press it down like that, it's fine, it doesn't move. So I'm not too sure. I want to see if this is cast off. Okay, so that was pretty easy to take off. There we go. And then if we just, okay, so yeah, this one is cast off, and you can just see like her stomach and stuff, and there's the little frill part of her bikini. Okay, and then we have her chair in the stand or the base. It's kind of hard to see with this small space I have here. You can even see the light of my tripod. But all you do is just that, and she sits right on there perfectly. And then let's grab her drink, and I guess it just slots right in there. So this is my display at the moment, and it's kind of cramped in here. You can see Chica's broken, by the way. She came like that, and I haven't been able to find a way to fix her, so she's just like sagging. She's supposed to be standing a little more up, but yeah, ignore that. And she's also a little close to Riko, because if you look over here, her stand is very wide. So it's kind of hard to like separate them. But we have 8 of the members, and this is what they all look like. We're only missing Ruby now. But the thing is, Mari's stand is so big that I'm not sure how I'm gonna fit Ruby here. But we'll find a way. Anyways, I'll see you when I get Ruby in how many ever months this is. Probably in 2026 is when this video is going to come out. Alright, we got this figure, which happens to be the very last figure in the set. Now, I'm excited to open this because this is going to finally let me complete the set that I've been working on collecting for the last, 2 or 3 years? You're seeing this in one video, but it's been like 2 or 3 years since the beginning of the video. But yeah, let's unbox this figure. I'm so excited. The Ruby Kurosawa Blu-ray jacket version with fans figure. So first I want to say, this is a pre-owned figure, like I think all of them have been. I basically only buy pre-owned like scales now, so anytime you see a review on my channel, it's probably gonna be pre-owned. So that is also why the box is kind of messed up, but that's not like the entire reason. I actually shipped this to another country, and then I went there, and then I had to bring it back home in the luggage, and the box got kind of crushed in areas like this. But yeah, that is the side of the box. It's just a picture of the figure, and it's actually based on this artwork. And this is actually, I've been here in real life. This is the aquarium in Uchiura. I know this exact spot. If you want to see me go there, it's in my vlog, so I'll link that in the description. But yeah, on the sides it's just pictures of the figure. In case this is reflective, I have to censor this, but if it's not, you're not going to see anything. On the top, I'm not sure what this means, so I'll censor that. But on the top, it's just the name and all that stuff with a little window. And then on the bottom, it has the name again. Now let's get this open. Alright, I finally got all the plastic off of her. There was quite a lot of it, and it was like wedged into some of the places. But here is the Ruby figure herself. The face is very, very accurate. The hair looks great. It's been so long that I don't even know how the rest of this video feels like. But I do notice something right here, which seems to be a little bit of like a paint spill, if I can get that in the light. Right there on her shoulder. I don't think I can get that off, which isn't too big of a deal, but is still kind of bad. But yeah, I think that is some paint smudge from her hair, because it's like red. So not great on that part, but you could probably, you know, it kind of is visible, but it's not too big of a deal, and you can always paint over it if you would like. Anyways, her dress looks very nice. Her hand is like this because she has an ice cream right there. Her other hand is like doing that. You know, pretty cool. Okay, my camera just cut out because I ran out of storage on my phone. But as I was saying, I'm gonna get this all set up, and then I'm gonna move on to the next section of the video. Alright, there she is in the base with her ice cream. Not Choco Minto, but that's way before that. Anyways, this is the figure, and I'm gonna show them all together. So this is my display that I've built about like a year ago, and I've just been missing like this section, but it is a little crowded in here, and it is slightly dusty. I'll fix that for the final shots. But yeah, this looks so good because it's finally complete. I have all 9 of them right here. I still gotta get, I don't know how much I talked about this, but the Chica one is a little broken. She's supposed to be a lot higher, but she is like sagging down because the base was kind of broken. I didn't know if I wanted to buy a new one and then sell that one or what, because it doesn't look as good because it is broken. But anyways, yeah, that is this. I'll do some final shots and then we can end off the video after 2, 3 something years. Hopefully you enjoyed my video unboxing all of these figures. Make sure to stay tuned on my channel for the video where I go more in depth on these figures for a full review. But anyways, thank you for watching.